Hey, review back. Guessing that the last video went so well? How about you do another one? I just finished the game Binary Domain. I may not have a script, but here's the stuff you need to know about it. Have a good time!
Okay then. Alright. Binary domain. Oh my god. That is the biggest mental hassle I ever had to go through. The only reason why it's a mental hassle is these reasons. It's a video game that's made, well, just because maybe I say it doesn't mean anything. This game's actually pretty fun when you're not trying to fight a new ginormous robot monster every 5 minutes. And it says, what the hell? Why is this game why is this game a combination of Mass Effect's companion type stuff where you have to actually pay attention to get them to deliver something, and like it's Mass Effect mixed with Michael Bay and Resident Evil 6, and I gotta tell you how they mix that well. Oh my god, this game mentally destroyed me. Oh god. Okay, let's start with the Michael Bay part. It starts off with you being in tactical forces. What is it? Yeah, it's China that you're in. China walled themselves off and became a isolated nation, like if they were trying to copy off of North Korea's book, but just be less of an asshole about it. So, your character is Dan, the American hero that everybody must look up to survive. And ironically, he's also named the Survivor. But seriously though, this game really tries its best to make you feel like you're the ultimate badass. Like if you're Master Chief, the ultimate leader, the ultimate survivor. It's weird. Either way, it's Dan. You're the character Dan, and your friend Bo. I think that's his name. He's as far as I could say in terms of character, he's comic relief, and he's easily my second favorite character of this game. You go through the lower levels of Japan. By the way, not Japan, China. You go through the lower levels of China because the sea level of the world kept rising, so China had to keep building up. As a consequence, they left people on the bottom and decided, yeah, we're just gonna leave them right here. China's so big that we don't even give a shit. We have a one-child policy. You think we give a shit about our own people? We need less people. That's basically China at that point. Because that action caused an entire rebellion that's a little bit based in the bottom. The top level doesn't even give a shit about the rebellion. Most people don't even know that there's something going on. Like, holy shit, you caused the biggest ruckus that China could ever see, and nobody knows about it. How can anybody believe that nothing has been happening? There's been gunshots and explosions going on consistently for days. I wouldn't be surprised if they told me I've been there for a week. But it also feels like I've been there for a whole year because of how the gameplay is. And okay, my memory is not going with me at the moment. Part of me really wants to forget the fact that gameplay exists. Later on, once you get up to a higher level, I don't know, you don't go to a higher level. You eventually meet up with not so British cunt lady and more British cunt man, which also has Miss. I'm supposed to be the hot love interest Japanese lady. I don't know if she's ever been useful to me ever or if at all, really. In the gameplay, you just do your own thing. I played on casual to see how the story is, and I tried to put it on normal, but it wouldn't let me change the difficulty during the game, and I didn't want to, do the whole first segment again because, Oh yeah, not to mention, this game says it's full controller support, but it's been fighting me the whole way about trying to use my controller. I finally gave up and had to use my mouse and keyboard. So basically this game just wants you to be a keyboard warrior when it says, oh yeah, it's full controller support. Just do it. Use your controller, bro. Fuck you, Sega. Oh yeah, I forgot I mentioned Sega earlier. This game is actually more imaginative than what Sega usually does. I'm pretty sure it is. Because the only thing you would know Sega for is Sonic. Try to tell me that you think, when you say Sega, you can't think of anything else but Sonic the Hedgehog. In fact, one of the voice actors voiced Knuckles, and that's your American character. Yeah. Now you can't play that game without thinking, oh my god, I'm fucking Knuckles. But another game they made was Iron Man, if I got that right. They made the Iron Man games. Sega really went downhill. They experimented, then they failed. Yep. And now I get into why it's Resident Evil. Okay. Almost every mission has 2 or 3 quick time events. I never really minded quick time events until I played this game. They come in literally a lot of them come out of left field for no good reason. These things could easily just be part of a cutscene. But I get why. This game was made when that shit was just getting started. And I think a little bit the reason why they were this game was thrown under the bus and under everyone's radar is because when you played the demo, it seemed more like a generic shooter instead of anything else. You can actually play the demo right now. It's still available. And I loved it as a child and I loved it as an adult. Okay, I can't avoid it. I'm gonna have to go in depth of gameplay mechanics instead of just how much it was murdering me. Okay. Let's start with the robots. Your basic robots that you fight can be described in one word. Cannon fodder. Stop it, phone. I will murder you. I will fucking murder you. I am a robot. I have claws for hands. Oh wait, no, I'm a ball. Why did you do this to me, master? Okay. When you shoot a robot, you have the option to actually shoot out its limbs, which is actually kind of fun. Because when you shoot out one limb, the robot immediately falls down and starts crawling to you, trying to kill you as best as it can. It may shoot you while crawling, or it may try to crawl up to you, grab you out of the leg, and you have no other option but to pull out your pistol and go bang, 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 bang. Like in those movies. A movie that Michael Bay probably would have made if he was forced to not make Transformers. It would probably go out like this. Michael Bay? Michael Bay, we love your Transformers movies and how much money it makes us. But a lot of people have been complaining about the lack of imagination to the movies. So what we're going to tell you to do, what we're going to tell you to do is this. You are going to be making a Transformers movie. What you would have been doing is making us a movie that is kind of like a video game. And that's how that's how it would be made. I wouldn't be surprised if Sega actually did do that. I didn't read the director's list. Shit, I forgot. Oh, okay, I was on gameplay mechanics. If you shoot out one of the robot's arms, which would prevent him from holding their two-handed gun properly, they'll pull out their sidearm and start shooting you in the face as much as they possibly can. That is, I think it's interesting, but it's something that usually goes unnoticed after a while because you just shoot so many that the glory points of the mechanics just get overshadowed about how many bots you get thrown on screen. If you have the world's least performable laptop, you're not going to be able to play this game. I'm pretty sure I did not check the processor needed for this actually. I have an i7 processor. And as far as I know, this game was originally made for Xbox 360. I don't know if it was made to go on PlayStation as well. I did see on the credits list that they actually had a separate division of Sega and another company work on the PC version, which is, in my opinion, is kind of the reason why the PC version still works as well as the controller. Like, don't get me wrong, the game just hates you for using a controller. It is perfectly fine to use a controller because it's smooth. By the way, you can get through the game in like 10 hours. That's how long it took me. And note that I was playing on casual. So if you were playing on normal, I guess it'd take you 1 more hour. Even on casual, I was dying so many fucking times. And that's because this game convinces you that you are basically invincible. You're Iron Man with your gun. One of the things that you can do is actually upgrade your guns to the point where it's unfair. And that I actually felt bad for not playing this on the hardest difficulty at this point because of how much you can upgrade your gun and everybody else's. Because you can upgrade the gun to have ungodly firepower and have everything else. You can increase the range, the clip size, the fire rate. It says it goes too much. It's stupid. Well, it's fun, but it kind of breaks any feel of difficulty, really. Because you can make your character basically have an ungodly gun power, and same thing with your mates is that they have a cap. At least a cap that's faster to reach than yours. But that still makes them ungodly strong. The subject of this video game, it's actually something that when I actually beat the full game, I realized that Bethesda kinda ripped off this game when they made the Brotherhood of Steel and the entire idea of Fallout 4. Because this game, okay, spoilers for the whole game here. I'm gonna go through the whole story. I'm probably gonna put a time card. If I don't put a time card, fuck you. Just skip somewhere. If I still sound like I'm talking about the game, shut up. Okay. The game. When you finish the first part of the mission, you get introduced to what happened in America. And basically, some dude went crazy and found out that he's not even real. He's apparently this thing called the Hollow Child. And that's basically a Fallout 4 synth for so many people that played only Fallout 4 and know only Fallout 4. and that's a hollow title, but apparently there's this thing called the New Geneva Convention that they say was made to limit robots, but when you think about the rules, it was only there to prevent robots from being better than humans in any sort of capacity. The Geneva Convention said no robot can ever possess any human emotions or any understanding of true life at all. When you think about it, that a robot that needs to do its job right might sometimes actually need to know the understanding of human life. Like say you try to make a robot that can automatically perform surgery, it needs to understand, okay, this human will suffer, it will die if it's not given the right thing or if we do this thing. And that's something that you instantly notice because when you go through the game, there actually is no medical robots. There's you don't see those. What I do find interesting is that this game held nothing back for animation. Everything had an animation for it. Nothing really felt like it reused an animation for another character entirely. It was just fascinating to me. Like robots, not every single robot had the special animation, regular bots would share the same animations because they're robots. Come on. Don't be stupid. And basically the boss robots, obviously they had their own animations, but there's so many boss robots that when you think about it, it's surprising on how they're animated, why they are animated like this. What?
Did you see the price I gave you?
No, but I need to do something right now, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, that was a master's little brother. Okay. You know how I said that there's a boss there in 5 minutes? I wasn't kidding. Every level, there is probably 1 or 2 bosses, or at least something that feels like a boss. And they all have their own completely unique animations. At least when you go through it the first time. I didn't go through it the second time, because oh my god, you don't want to go through the story the second time. I really don't. You probably wouldn't either. To me, it's a one and done thing. You can get more than one ending from what I hear. I watched a reviewer that praised this game to high heaven, and he told me if you had a high enough affinity with somebody, you get a special ending. If you have a high enough affinity with everybody else, you get a good ending. I don't think I got really high affinity with everybody. I think I might have accidentally neglected Bo by accident because he died in mine, and also the rebel died. And I'm not sure if that was supposed to happen. I was slightly sad when he died, but I didn't care too much because he wasn't. To me, he just showed up. He just showed up in the story. Oh wait, I went off the rails. Sorry. Okay. This game, it says RPG, but it's only RPG part of it is these little areas where you just get to walk around for a bit and talk to everyone and try to gain their affinity through conversation. In my opinion, it's not really RPG. That's just a little bit of a break in linearity. Oh my god, I forgot about this one boss. This is how weird and ridiculous the bosses get. in some, every boss kind of is really unique, either in size or in how they're done. There is literally a giant spider robot. And it was, when I first fought it, it was annoying to fight, and will you stop turning off on me, computer? Do I have to keep shaking this mouth around? Do I have to keep shaking it? Oh. Either way, you take out the boss by constantly shooting rockets where its armor is, and then start shooting the exposed parts, which is the glowing things. If you know basic gameplay mechanics, you'll get through every boss a little bit easily. There was also another boss that flies, and that was really annoying because you're not just dealing with him that's flying, there's also these drones, and they are constantly bothering you. And one thing I didn't touch on that annoyed the living fucking shit out of me and almost completely, it basically ruined the game for me, was how freaking stupid your companion's AI is, your allies' AI. They will get in front of you, get shot by one of your bullets, and bitch about it, and your affinity goes down. And guess what? Your affinity is kind of essential to them actually giving a shit about listening to you. They will not listen to you for shit if you don't have enough affinity with them. Affinity helps them trust you. I say affinity because it makes more sense to me. In the game, I'm pretty sure it's just called trust. Oh yeah, I didn't even get to my favorite character. My favorite character is not a human. It's a robot called Kane, and he's French. In all honesty, Kane is the only reason why I like the French now. This game makes me want to hate China with an undying passion. It's the fact that this is actually a liable future, and that we would actually have to have what's referred to as a Rust crew come to China and deal with this shit. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Because it's supposed to be a covert ops. But you basically destroy 10% of whatever fucking city you're in. It doesn't even tell you what city you're in, I think. I'm just gonna be racist and say it's Hong Kong. Oh yeah, and by the way, you fuck a half-bred robot. In this game, robots can literally be hollow children can be impregnated. And there's currently, and according to the game, there's currently 107, technically 108 hollow children that have had children. What kind of got me annoyed at the game was bigotry. It kind of kept hitting you over the head with how much both Geneva and everybody else that wasn't part of the Rust crew hated the hollow children, even though the hollow children still had human emotions. There's nothing, in my personal opinion, there's nothing that really governs what actually is a human, because you can, as far as a half-bred hollow child is, they have no actual machinery in them. There's nothing to make them seem any different, because they actually have the human organs. The only difference is that they're actually bred from a hollow mother. It's weird. Weird as in, oh my god, they're annoying bigots. They're just annoying bigots. And they have a list because they had a little card SIM card. There we go. Something that looked like just a ginormous SIM card. I never seen a SIM card that large before. And this whole game, you're trying to find this dude named Amada. This game, I can't think constructively on. I hate it and love it. I love the strong points that the gameplay has, which is when you feel like a badass for punching out a robot, or your character does something cool in a scene. Like, it made me want to see how fun of a game Michael Bay would actually create if he were in charge of a large game company. The game is amazing. The game is a little bit amazing. But gameplay, I have no choice but to put it as average. Animations are good, but that's not gonna save you from the wrath of me fucking hating it. Because goddamn, I do not want to be fighting a boss every few minutes. I do actually like the fact that a lot of the story sometimes gets told while you're fighting instead of in a cutscene. Because then to me, it's a little bit more interesting. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't mention, like quick time events, they're weird. Like, some of the quick time events don't even make sense the way they are done. Like, I didn't know that they put a picture of two arrow keys, the left and right arrow keys. Well, A and D keys. And basically told you to go right. But you're supposed to just put D to tell me to go right and keep pressing that space bar. Because you're supposed to do that. And this is to help you balance. Okay, I realize I'm ranting. Okay, for this game, to do it fairly, this has 2 separate scores, in my opinion. Story, it's above average. I give it a 6. Well, maybe a 6.5. Let's just say 6.5 and call it a day. And gameplay, it gets a 5 from me. Can't get any further than that because this game has things that annoy me. It's not like where it's Dark Souls, where it's like, okay, I failed because I sucked at doing this thing. At Dark Souls, I actually laugh at my failures. In this game, it is frustrating. Because it's a random, in gameplay, it's more of random variables. You don't know if they're going to shoot their guns at you just yet. And I should end it right here. This is the end. This is the end of the video. So this is the part where I say what I suggested to you. At its current price of, I think it was $15, right? I think that was right. Yeah, it's $15 without a sale. I don't even think it goes on sale anymore because nobody remembers it. At its price of $15, I would say to try it. I definitely say to try it, but you get the demo first. Get the demo because you want to know if this type of gameplay is for you. It doesn't let you fight a boss, but at least lets you get to the cannon fodder. At least try the cannon fodder gameplay. Okay, I need to power down. I'd like to thank you, Sexy Coffee Beans, for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next one. Drink lots of coffee, and
I know what you guys are thinking. Yes, the game is that bad to me. It did do all those things. And, by the way, the next game I'm going to be playing is, I think it was called, Jortan. No, that's the name. Jortan. Alright, so yeah. Have a good time, everyone. I think I'm gonna get a drink. I recorded this on my birthday. If I manage to release this today, it's my birthday, July 27th. So, you don't have to say anything. Sorry. Bye. Hey, if you guys really wanted to help me out by throwing pennies at me, I do have a PayPal that you can donate to. I just thought I'd plug it in real quick. I am still working on Patreon, so you'd actually get something back when you donate. The plan what I have, and what I have planned is to get you guys pay a certain tier. I draw you guys something, or I say some lines for you guys. There's things I do, and I also have a Discord, but I don't think I have that listed. It might be listed on my channel somewhere. I don't have it listed in the description yet. It's right now I've just been using it to talk to other gamers, but when I play this game called Pulsar Lost Colony, I might do that one as well. Either way, Jortan is the next game. I got that game for free off of Steam because there was a thing for it for free one day, and I just like, okay. Either way, see you guys in the next video. This is for real for this time. Bye.